We're going to count it down from 20 seconds. 20 seconds, we will count it down.
Yeah, we'll count down.
Get ready. 40 seconds left, guys. Oh my gosh.
We'll go ahead and do this real
We're getting
quick.
really close now. 30 seconds left. Oh my gosh. It's really happening. The polls are closing. Get ready. 20, 19,
All right.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
Come on.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
3,
4, 3, 2, 1. Breaking news. Breaking news. The polls are closed. The polls are closed. Breaking news. I'll do it again. The polls are closed. Breaking news. The polls are closed in South Carolina. So I have to update my headline. Please allow me to update my headline. Let's do that first. Get rid of the clock. We'll get rid of the clock.
All right.
Polls closed in South Carolina. Not closed. Closed.
He's at one of those days.
Awaiting results.
All right, we're going to wait for it. Hey, guys, welcome in. It is prime time.
Oh, they already called it. Yeah, AP already called it. AP called it, guys.
Wow.
Hold on. AP called the race. Race called by Associated Press. Breaking news. AP has called the race. AP has called the race. Breaking news. AP called it. Just popped up on the screen. The AP has called the race for Trump. That's not a big surprise. Okay, that was fast. So let me just post that on X. The AP has called the race for Trump. AP has called the race for Trump.
All right, let me go ahead and do this real quickly.
Javier K. CBS News.
Hold on. We got, ladies and gentlemen, we got some breaking news. We got breaking news. We got breaking news. Looks like AP, Associated Press, calls it for Trump. we got some. Hold on, we got some other things going on. Let me see here. Oh, guys, welcome in. Welcome to prime time. I got my drinky celebration, drinky because Donald Trump is going to be the nominee. American Press called it. I listened to America Free. Agenda Free. He's a good guy, local sports. He has a hookup for the breaking news, so we're going to get started. We're going to put him on because he has breaking news. Let's see if we get it. Now, the internet's going very, very slow because
it's also calling. It projects Donald Trump wins the South Carolina Republican primary. All right, so he's going to win the primary. The question is by how much? But right away, the call has been made. I was forgetting that they could project it right away. It does make sense. It does make sense that they did call it right away. I was just forgetting about that idea. Okay. Trump wins South Carolina primary. Results coming in. All right, hang on. Let me post this.
Okay. While he's doing that, we're going to check. While he's doing that, we'll go ahead and check and say hello to everybody.
You know, I think that's not a huge surprise, but you're going to see what percentage does he get? What percentage is Hillary get?
Mm-hmm. So we got that coming on. So
I'm trying to just adjust this a little bit. Give me one moment.
All right, so we got the South Carolina primary results. CBS, and AP calls it for Trump. And the reason why they do that, they call
on the South Carolina primary.
Go ahead.
Just fix this headline over here.
Well, he's fixing that. CBS, and AP called it for Trump. And
finally, let me just fix the one over here.
While he's doing that, they checked the early voting results. They've been voting for the past couple
we're
days.
Waiting for votes to come in, but Trump has won, guys. He has one. I'm assuming it's winner take all
Yes,
or not. I don't know if it's winner take all.
I think it's winner take all.
I'll look it up here.
About South Carolina.
So the big question is what's going to happen.
So let me go ahead and go back over here.
With the percentages.
He's checking that out. But guys, thank you guys for coming in.
There are 50 delegates at stake, says the Wall Street Journal. 29 will be awarded to the winner. 21 will be allocated according to the vote in each of the state's 7 congressional districts.
Yeah.
The top vote getter will get 3 for each, 3 delegates in each district. Okay. All right, we're waiting for more results to come in. No, we don't want that. We want this. Waiting for votes to come in. Thanks so much to Jay Spike. Appreciate it, Jay Spike. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So while he's
So we know Trump has won the primary. Oh, hold on a second. Hang on. I might have some video to show you. I may have some video to show you.
Let's
may
see.
have video to show you.
Let me go
Oh,
ahead.
hold on. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing some video. Hold on. I'm seeing some video. Hold on. I got to get this on the screen. What's happening at the Trump watch party?
Mhm.
Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. I can't play the music. There's music playing. I gotta mute it. Wait a second.
Mhm.
I'll get it for you. I promise.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the Trump watch party. Right there. There it is. We got video. What are they saying? It's live. That's live video.
What's that live?
Of the United States, President Donald J. Trump.
He's doing it early.
We'll show his speech. Give me a second. Here he is. He's speaking live. He's about to speak. Wow, I didn't realize he'd speak so fast.
Wow.
Trump is speaking now. He's speaking now. We will show it to you live. That was fast. Okay? Guys, as soon as the song is over and he starts speaking, I'll play it. Wow, that was fast. I'm glad I looked. I didn't realize he was speaking so fast. All right, so we're going to show you Trump's speech. As soon as the music starts playing,
Yes.
we will show you Trump's speech.
Trump is
Wow,
getting
this is very anticlimactic. In the first 10 minutes, we'll have the projection of the winner, and Trump already speaks.
Gotta put my hat on.
So again, I got to wait till the music stops. So let me wait till the music stops, and then I will play the audio for you. What we're going to see live, Trump speaking live right now.
All right. Well,
As soon as he starts, I will play the speech.
yes.
I have to wait till Proud to Be an American ends.
Yeah.
Because I can't play copyrighted music like Proud to Be an American.
It's sad. It is very sad you had to do that.
I will turn the audio on in just moments.
Proud to be
I
American.
promise
You gotta play
you.
that song.
His speech.
YouTube would just be the idiots.
Wow. So he's coming out there at 7:06. It's 7:06 and he's speaking.
Excuse me. I'm all talked up.
Again, I didn't think he's going to speak so soon.
No, he had to go to work. Well, you know that woman, she ain't gonna quit.
Put the sound on.
You know, you can't change a woman. She needs to go
As soon as
home.
he starts speaking.
All right. While he's doing that, we'll go ahead and
Start speaking. See, it's the end of the song. I can see they're lip syncing the end of the song. Here it is. Okay, hang on. We're gonna play it now. Here we go.
excuse me. Here we go.
It's really something. This was a little sooner than we anticipated. An even bigger win than we anticipated. And I was just informed that we got double the number of votes that has ever been received in the great state of South Carolina.
Oh, no. Isn't that freezing? The internet's going crazy now. Why is this going crazy?
Pretty good. So it's a record times 2, and there's something going on in the country. Some really great things are going on. You look outside and you see all of the horror. You see millions and millions of people coming across the border illegally. We don't know where they come from. They come
All right, so
from jails. They come from prisons. They come from all sorts of places that we don't want to know. They come from mental institutions and insane asylums. And we don't want that in our country. We're not going to stand for it. We're not going to stand for it. You have terrorists coming in. You have people coming in that we just can't. We can't do this. No country could sustain what's happening to the United States of America. No country. So we're going to straighten things out. The border is the worst it's ever been. You know, in 2016 we won, and we had a bad border, and I talked about the border a lot. Talked about it a lot, and said we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. We fixed it very quickly. And in 2020, we couldn't talk about it, although we did get millions of more votes a second time. But now there's a spirit that I have never seen. We ran 2 great races, but there's never been a spirit like this. And I just want to say that I have never seen the Republican Party so unified as it is right now. Never been like this. And a big part of that is the people standing behind me. These are the biggest officials in South Carolina, but I say like the biggest officials in our country as far as I'm concerned. They're state figures, but they're national figures. And in the truest sense of the word, they love our country so much, and they want to see our country succeed and be respected again. Right now, we're a laughing stock all over the world. Our country is going to be respected again, respected like never before. So this is a fantastic evening. It's an early evening and a fantastic. So you can all go down and you can celebrate for about 15 minutes, and we have to get back to work because the big date, you know, Michigan's coming up. We're doing great. The auto workers are going to be with us 100% because they got sold out by this country. But Michigan's up, and we're going to have a tremendous success there. And then we have a thing called Super Tuesday, and I think we're leading 91-7 overall. If you don't mind, may I have the pleasure of introducing some incredible people?
yeah, go ahead.
Because they stuck right from the beginning, from the very moment we announced, and they believe in make America great again. That's what they believe in. They believe in America first. We're putting America first. First of all, my family, Melania, Barron, Don Jr. and Kimberly, Ivanka and Jared, Tiffany and Michael. They're so supportive. So supportive of me, and we really appreciate it and love them. They're great. We have a great family, and we have incredible friends, and we're going to be up here on November 5th, and we're going to look at Joe Biden, and we're going to look him right in the eye. He's destroying our country, and we're going to say, Joe, you're fired. Get out, Joe. You're fired. They're destroying our country, and we're going to, I just wish we could do it quicker. 9 months is a long time. I just wish we could do it quicker, Mr. Governor. I wish is there anything you can do with your vast powers to make that, you know, in certain countries, you're allowed to call your election date. If I had the right to do it, I'd do it tomorrow. I'd say, we're having an election tomorrow. Henry, is there anything you can do? I want to start off because right from the beginning, Henry McMaster, the governor of this incredible state, and much more importantly, his wife, Peggy, she's with him all the way. I'll tell you, never saw anything. What a couple.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask him to say a few words. He's a very special man, an incredible governor, very popular in the state. And really, I mean, he gave us some very good advice. And he has right from the beginning, you know, from the day I announced I had the lieutenant governor. He was the lieutenant governor. And from right at the beginning, when I announced, and I said, I don't know the gentleman. Is he good? They said, he's really great. I said, well, I hope so. And you know what? Within about 2 weeks, I said, that guy is unbelievable. You know, I never got the support of the governor. She supported somebody else, but I had the support of somebody much, much better, Henry McMaster. And we won in a landslide. And I'd like to ask the governor to say a few words, please, Henry.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll be very brief. Bill, I would like you all to remember this moment that you were here. This is a great moment in American history. We will probably never see another one like it. Every time a rocket launches, you know, it goes up slow and then it's climbing and climbing, and then boom, that next stage comes off and it goes. Well, we just did that. We just hit maximum velocity and we're going all the way.
So I'm going to ask somebody else to say, because he came on board and Lindsay wanted him and the lieutenant governor wanted him and everybody wanted him. Henry and Peggy wanted him. So I thought he was okay, but he didn't love speaking about himself because he's a good person. See, I have no problem with that. It's a problem. What a personality, I don't know. But he endorsed me, and then we asked him to go and do a few shows, and, you know, they're not often nice shows. They're very hostile. And what he did was, I said, is this the same man? And he campaigned nicely, but he's a high-quality person. When he was supporting me, the day, is that correct, Lindsay? When he went out, Tim Scott, Senator Tim Scott, he went out and he was ripping it. I said, what happened to Tim Scott? What a dynamo. And he has been one of our great advocates. He's been doing things that have been unbelievable. And I'm just very happy he didn't have that same energy, drive, because I think I probably would have been out of the race a long time ago. But I want to say, a very special man. I really do mean it. So many people have such great respect for him, and you're very lucky to have him in the state. Tim, please, say a few words.
Hello, South Carolina!
Next one.
The longer I speak, the less you hear of him. So let me just ask one survey question, and you better answer it loud and clear. Is South Carolina Trump country?
Tim Scott.
Thank you very much, Tim. Really great job. Amazing.
Tim Scott.
Another man, not a lot of people know him. He doesn't do too much television. He happens to be a little bit further left than some of the people on the stage. But I always say, when I'm in trouble on the left, I call up Lindsey Graham and he straightens it out so fast. And I'll tell you, no, remember. I love him. He's a good man. Come up here, Lindsay. Come here.
Okay, you ready? America, the nightmare you're facing is just about over. Help is on the way. This is the most qualified man to be president of the United States. And let it be said that South Carolina created the biggest political comeback in American history.
So, I have a son who's a very talented guy, and he works so hard, and we love him, and his wife is very good. She goes on, and Laura. And I want to thank Eric and Laura for doing such a fantastic job, and really amazing. They're amazing people. Let's go down a little list of some of the people that are up here tonight, because every one of them is a star in their own right. And your lieutenant governor is going places. You do know that, right? Kamala Abbott. And really going places. and Speaker of the House, Merle Smith, who's coming up in a couple. You know, some of these people are actually busy. He's running to get over here. But we want to thank you, Speaker of the House. Fantastic person, doing a great job for the state. An Attorney General who's been in the news lately a lot, winning cases. Oh, I wish we had such a good Attorney General like that in New York. Oh, he's a great Attorney General. Alan Wilson, thank you, Alan. His father happens to be up here too. Remember his famous, "You lied." Remember? He's been loved ever since, hasn't he? Huh? Treasurer Curtis Loftus. Curtis, thank you very much. Wherever you may be. Thank you. Thank you, Curtis. Mark Hammond, Secretary of State. Thank you, Mark. Ambassador, and this is a great ambassador, one of the best. Anytime we had a problem, I just call Ed McMullen, and he would solve the problem very quickly. Ed, thank you very much. We have a man who's done a really good job in the state, your South Carolina GOP chair, Drew McKissick. Thank you.
Drew!
We have a highly opinionated group of people. I'll tell you, they turned very positive on you very quickly, Lindsay. So you have a beautiful, beautiful state right next to you, North Carolina. We love North Carolina. Right? In fact, they named their daughter Carolina. And I said, which state? She said both. She's I think I know which state, but that's okay. But they have the most beautiful daughter named Carolina. So we love both of them. We love them both very much, and we won them both very easily. And one of the reasons we won North Carolina is a man named Michael Whatley, who looks to me, we gave him our endorsement, and he looks to me like he's going to be going on to the National Republican Party as the boss. Michael Whatley. Where is Michael? Michael, thank you very much. And he's going to be working with Laura. And we may be putting Kellyanne in the group too. Do we like Kellyanne? We love Kellyanne, right? But you're going to do a fantastic job, both of you. We appreciate it very much. What a job he's done in North Carolina. You know, that evening of 2020 with those votes coming in, we're leading in Pennsylvania, and all of a sudden, something happened. It went boom. And then we're leading all over the place, Georgia, and then boom. And we're leading, but North Carolina, I said, when is that going to go? When are they going to drop lots of ballots into that one? And you know what he did? He just kept that thing, and we never had a problem. And I said, that's my kind of guy. He had hundreds of lawyers. How many lawyers did you have? He had 500 lawyers to make sure they didn't cheat, and they didn't cheat in North Carolina. And I said, that's my kind of guy, so I appreciate it. Great job. We're very proud of you, and you're going to do a fantastic job. And come election period, we used to have election night. Now we have election period because some of these elections go on for 48 days, 61 days. Then they announce, they get all this equipment, and they announce, they'll be announcing the vote in 3 weeks from now. Can you imagine? They don't know what they're doing, but I will tell you, you have done a fantastic job, and we very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. We also have a lot of members of Congress, including members of Congress out in the audience. This room is full of energy, and our party is full of energy like never before. And I mean it. There's never been unity. There has never been unity in our party. Just the fact, think of it, we've had a lot of primaries in this state. The fact that we got double the number of votes in history, there's never been anything like that. Who's ever heard of that? So we have members of Congress with us. I'm very proud of this one because I sort of said that guy would be great. We had somebody that did a vote that I wasn't exactly happy with. He voted to impeach your favorite president. And until then, he'd love to have that vote back, I can tell you. But until then, he was a man that couldn't be beaten. I said, really, let's see. I said, who do we have that's good? They said, the best we have is a man named Russell Fry. And Russell Fry got out there, beat him so badly in the primaries, he had my support. And he's been a fantastic congressman. So wherever you may be, hi, Russell. What a great job. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was good. We got rid of that one. We got rid of a lot of them. Almost, I guess every one of them, almost every one of them, now they're gone. The impeachers are all gone. Nancy Mace is here, a non-controversial person, but she's a real advocate, and she's become a real advocate, and I appreciate it, Nancy, very much. Thank you very much. She's a very strong woman, and we want strong women. We like strong women. William Timmons, Congressman William Timmons, who's been a fantastic warrior for our country. Joe Wilson, I spoke to you about him before. He is tough and he is smart. And he and his beautiful wife produced a wonderful, wonderful attorney general. So, Joe, thank you very much. And you've done a fantastic job. Loves our country. Michael Waltz knows more about the military probably than anybody. And we see him on a lot. And they always want his opinion. And he's got very strong opinions, and he hates to see what's happening to our country. That I can tell you, but he'll straighten it out. We'll all straighten it out together. Michael Collins. Michael, thank you. Thank you, Michael. Great job. A very non-controversial person, but a very good person. People don't understand. This is a very good person, and he's a very capable man, Matt Gaetz. Thank you, Matt.
All right. We're having problems, apparently. I didn't know he's going to do that. Back on.
That's not bad, Matt.
Oh, the internet's going crazy.
Wow. Wow. That's impressive. I'm very impressed, right? Matt, what's going on? How many people did you put up here? Huh? That's fantastic. And by the way, before I forget, we have a group of people, and I know this is okay with you, from North Carolina. It's about 60 women that travel all over the country with me. Every time I'm out, we do a rally. We have to do, at least it has to be up significant. So usually rallies, but I think they're up to number 121. They've done 100. They're all beautiful women. Obviously, they're very wealthy. They look so wealthy and beautiful. Look at them over here. But they travel all over the country, and way over 100. And I'm trying to figure out the husband. They're all happily married. They have these wonderful husbands. One of the husbands is standing right there. He's the smartest one of all. But I just want to thank you. Your support is so incredible. I get out and it's like a breath of fresh air. I look at these incredible people, and at least here we're having one that's very close, right? You don't have to travel out to California and Texas and all the other places. Well, we very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Very special women. A woman who was actually out campaigning today. She is the hardest worker. I said, Marjorie, this is Marjorie Taylor Greene. I said, Marjorie, you don't have to do. She went to a polling sector, and she had the Trump flag, and she's waving it and screaming, vote. I said, Marjorie, it's 4:30. It's just about over for the vote. Please. She said, nope, I'm staying longer. This is the hardest working, wherever you are, the most incredible woman. She's respected by everybody. She is very smart. And I'm just very happy that she's on our side. Right, Eric? I'm very happy that she's on our side, right? So it's been an incredible period of time. We have a country that is a failing nation, but we're not going to have a failing nation very long. We are not going to allow this to happen. We love our country. We love it dearly. We're going to fight for our country. We're going to fight for our rights. We're not going to let this go on because it is not sustainable by any country. You cannot let, I believe the number by the time we get him out And remember the date, November 5th. It's going to be the most important date, perhaps in the history of our country. The election is on November 5th. So we have Michigan coming next week. We have Super Tuesday. We have Ball coming. You know, we've set a record so far in in Iowa, we got the most votes in history times two, just like this, the biggest margin ever. We then went to New Hampshire. You know, New Hampshire and Iowa, they've been around a long time politically. And we went to New Hampshire. We got the most votes in the history. That's like who has the most home runs, who has the most hits in baseball, or who threw the most touchdowns in football, who got the most points in basketball. It's very simple. We got the most votes in the history of New Hampshire primary. That's a tremendous, and that goes back so many decades, and we beat them. You know, you have John F. Kennedy, you have a lot of good people to beat, and we beat them by not a little bit, by a lot. And then we went Virgin Islands. I want to thank the Virgin Islands because they made a very strong play for the Virgin Islands, and we got 100% of the Virgin Islands. And then, of course, Nevada, as you know, we went to Nevada. We got 99.6% of the vote. And then they had a primary, and this is no candidate. You know, it's called, this is at various forms, unknown candidate, but this is no candidate. Got 65% of the vote, and they think I was the no candidate because it was a caucus, it wasn't a primary, and you have to know what you're doing. You have to go into the caucus, not the primary, but without going into it, I think we won by 50 points or something like that. So, and then we come here, and what an honor this is. You know, in South Carolina, I've won every primary by a record, and we've won every election by a record. And people like these two, and like this great governor, and your great lieutenant governor, and I have to say, thank you very much, fam. What a job. Thank you. They make it really easy, and many of them, as I was announcing, seems like a long time ago, but as I was announcing, before I finished the speech, they said, we're endorsing Trump. Those are friends. Those are great, great friends. And we had some strong competitors. I mean, we had some very strong competitors, but these were real friends. South Carolina, thank you very much. Go home, get rest. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We love you all. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Okay, that was former President Trump, and I can't play the music, but you heard him speak. He is the winner of the South Carolina primary. You can see some early votes coming in. Now, you might say, wow, Nikki Haley is only down 53 to 46. But the thing is, from my understanding, a lot of these votes coming in are early votes, and it's not an even sampling. So like the New York Times right now is forecasting that Trump will win by 23%. So even though you're seeing she's up by like 7%, these are not. That's not just a random sampling of the vote right there. That's, you know, it's expected that his lead will get much bigger than that.
Yeah.
Let me show you real quick this. Hang on. And she's going to be speaking soon, and we will watch her speak. So give me a moment. I want to make sure we don't miss her.
All right.
Oops, let me get the text off. So again, that lead is expected to grow bigger for Trump.
Yeah.
That's not, a representative sample from across the state. It's more early votes, and it's not, again,
Hold on.
representative. So again, New York Times right now is predicting that Trump will win by 23 points when all is said and done. And let me look at Nikki Haley because she's supposed to speak soon.
I know.
Hang on. Oh, hold on, guys. Let me get you over to I have video of the Haley. Hold on. What is that? I have video of the Haley event.
And
Now, hold on. Right here.
all right. So
That's the Nikki Haley event right there. You're looking at live at the Nikki Haley event where she is supposed to speak soon. Okay?
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on that. She is supposed to speak at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So when she speaks, we will bring it to you live.
Of course.
How's that? Deal?
Yeah. All right. So
But we did see the Trump
yeah.
speech. So we're awaiting Nikki Haley speaking. I assume she's going to speak soon, but I haven't heard yet. Let me actually get you a little better shot of the results over there. That one's a little not great right now. Let me remove this. Hang on. Let me do this as we wait for Nikki Haley to speak.
Yeah. So Nikki Haley should be
Oops.
called
Hang on.
eclipse.
That's not what I want. That's not what I want to do. Give me one more second.
So
Here we go. Here we go. That's better.
all right. Who's that? Is that Ann Coulter?
There. Okay. Let me get that in the corner there. Beep. There. That's in the New York Times. There's your vote totals right there.
53 to 44%.
But again, the New York Times right now is saying that Trump is going to win by 23 points when all is said and
New
done.
York Times.
I'm going to take some comments from you guys too, show you some analysis. But Trump wins, and he's already spoken. Wow, that was fast.
Yeah.
Let's see here real quick. Let me do this, do that, and do that. Okay, done. I'll see if I can find you any word on when Haley is speaking.
Mhm.
Mary McHugh says, Haley needs to stay in the race. I'm loving this. Let's see.
Why?
I'm peeking here to see if I have any updates on when she is speaking.
So Nikki Haley needs to get out of the race. People are voting for that. I mean, people are voting for her knowing that she's going to lose. So
But you are looking live at the Haley
it's a total waste of time, waste of vote.
watch party.
Well, you know, she's a woman. I know we get a fight for that, but hey, there will never, ever be a woman president. It's not going to happen. And I don't think she'll be running for vice president. I think the combination.
Give me a shout at Lookner on X if you have comments. Going to read some of your comments. I see some people holding up signs. Does that mean she's coming out soon?
Oh, just doing it.
Is she coming out now?
No.
I don't know. They're holding up their signs, guys. Is she about to speak?
So while he's doing that,
And I just want to emphasize, according to the New York Times, they believe she will lose by 23%. They're
Wow.
thinking it's going to be like 61 to 38
wow.
when all is said and done. So it is not expected to be as close as you see on the screen right here. A lot of those are believed to be early votes.
Yeah, those are early votes that people,
See if I can
they count that.
commentary on this. Oh, hold on. What's happening?
I'm not
Somebody
going
going to speak?
I'm not going to play Nikki Haley's speech. I can't stand a woman. That's what I'm going to be doing, some talking. So I am just watching. Don't forget, I am listening to Agenda Free. This guy is real good with the news. He does breaking news. He's a huge content creator. He does the news. He does the weather. He is.
Here's some interesting analysis from Kyle Kondik. Kyle Kondik says, check this out. Per exit polls, Trump won college grads in South Carolina 51 to 47%, 43% of electorates. This after Haley won college grads 56 to 42% in New Hampshire. Regardless, this group had to be the very strong base for any non-Trump candidate and has not been something pre-election polls indicated for months in advance.
Huh. Yeah, so
We are waiting for Nikki Haley to speak. Will she drop out after tonight? We'll have to see. I don't think it's going to end up 55-44.
It's just embarrassing if she doesn't drop out. I'm just saying, she should drop out.
Keith Finney says no points for second place.
Right.
Hey, Michael says, thank you, Michael, by the way. He says, how could New York Times know how much Trump is going to win by? So what happens is things like they will look at, there might be a lot of votes in a certain county or and they can compare that to past elections.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. You can judge what's going to happen in other similar parts of the state compared to how, the votes come in around different parts of the state at different times. And like they can compare, oh, well, not all the votes from this county are in, but the early vote from this county is in. And here's what the early vote was in 2000 and 2022. So they project projections based on previous elections and what they know now, and also on exit polling too. So they're basing their estimate on what they know so far. And that could be adjusted. But that's why, I understand this thing of like, well, they've only counted, 5% of the votes. How can you tell what's going to happen? But at a certain point, when you see what's happening in various counties, and you compare, you might have a small percentage of the votes in a county, but you can compare it to what happened there previously, the early vote in the county, that kind of thing. And maybe some counties, maybe some parts of the states are mostly counted, and you can compare that to how it was in 2022 and 2020. And you basically, they have a lot of evidence to go on to be able to draw conclusions about what the rest of the vote's going to be like based on what they know so far. But you have to have a background in that kind of thing, in statistics and election results, to be able to be good at making that kind of call. I wouldn't do that because I don't have the background. But there's professionals who are, that's what they do, and they specialize in that kind of thing. Thank you so much, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
My guess in South Carolina is with the race projection, not the projection of how much he's going to win by, with the race projection, they probably just based a lot of it on the exit polling and the polling coming into the election. Thanks, Michael. Much appreciated. VT says she said yesterday she won't quit. I know she said she'll stay until Super Tuesday, but a lot of times politicians say they'll do something and it ends up not happening. We are waiting for Nikki Haley to speak. Let me actually put that on the screen.
I'm waiting for her to get on here, so.
Let's make that different color so you can see it actually.
Yeah.
There, Nikki Haley to speak soon.
Mm-hmm.
And that video is live in Charleston, South Carolina. That's what you're looking at, Charleston, South Carolina. Oh, is she coming out now? I see some cheering.
Uh-huh. All right. Is she going? Nikki Haley is supposed to speak soon.
So we're waiting for her to speak. You can see some votes coming in. Let's see here.
We'll check out the votes.
So the New York Times is now saying that Trump will win by 26%.
Wow.
Based on the votes coming in, the New York Times believes that Trump will win by 26%. I think there's music going on there, so I can't play the sound yet.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like there's maybe somebody, like a news camera, that's filming them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just noticed that the needle on the New York Times site said Trump plus 26. 8% of votes are in.
8% of votes. Watch.
We will certainly play her remarks live.
Of course you will. Yeah. I'm gonna put this on there, and you gotta listen to it. I gotta listen to it. I think. Let's see. CNN probably did not call it yet.
I want to post something here. I want to show you guys something. This is some analysis from Jeffrey Skelly.
All right, let me go ahead and you want to listen to him.
So we'll keep an eye on this, but really quick, let me just show you. See right there, that's Jeffrey Skelly with ABC News. He says, look, Haley's going to lose out to Trump for the Republican nomination. That's been apparent really before we ever even had votes to count.
Yeah.
Although it was right to see what actual voters would do in the early contests. But if Haley wants to risk what remains of her political career pushing back against Trump and what he means to the party she's dedicated her political life to, we shouldn't rule out that having longer-term practical implications and influence on voters. Acquiescing to Trump has been a pretty regular thing among Republicans since the 2016 election, but carrying a torch for an alternate vision is something Haley may be inclined to do. To hell with the consequences. Granted, the realities of continuing a campaign with less and less money coming in could end this race pretty soon, but we'll just have to see what she decides to do. So Jeffrey Skelly seems to be saying that she might, if she's like trying to make a point, and if she's trying to become known as like the Republican who offers an alternative to Trump, maybe she'll just keep staying in and not care what happens. So if her goal is not to win the nomination, but she has some other goal that can be served by her staying in, she'll stay in. There's a lot of debate about what her goal is. Joe says if she did better than expected, that's sort of a win. She was polling in the mid to high 30s. It kind of looks like she's going to end up in the mid to high 30s from what we're seeing. But so far, but we'll see. Thank you, IndyCar. Says Ambassador Haley, great try. Thanks, IndyCar, for your support. I appreciate it. Thanks also our new member, Galaxian 7000. Thanks, J Spike. Hey, let's thank our moderators as we wait for Nikki Haley to speak. We will play it live for you. By the way, our viewer, Kabuki Al Video says TV show, books, etc. I don't know. Maybe she wants to be, the go-to media person for the next 4 years. Who's on TV a lot and stuff. I don't know. I can't speak to her goals here. Ruth Kafasi, Kinetic, moderating over there on YouTube. Thank you so much. AJ is there as well. Linda Belk and Larry over on Xmodding. Thank you. On Twitch, we have right now Big Ball of Yarn, David Green. I Got That Fire, LB Prairie Dawn, McBritches, Papa Bear, Sharon C54, and Surly Dev. Thanks so much for modding over on Twitch. And oops, something got messed up here. Got messed up. Here we go. Thanks Airtight Ski Pole for the bits, by the way, and Pre-Breakfast Banana for the bits, and Table 10s for the bits. Thank you. And then over on Facebook, we have moderating. We've had Margaret Riley and Kay Lowry Body over there moderating. Thank you. Paul Anderson, thanks. Waiting for Nikki Haley to speak. We'll read some comments while I have the chance. Here's some analysis as to why she might stay in the race from Monica Potts of ABC News. She says, I think you're both right, Nathaniel and Kaylee. There's no way Haley can win. She might just be staying in to prove a point and rally the non-Trump base to her side to take a stand she can point to as prescient as Trump loses. But I think the big issue that she and most other Republicans have been dancing around is that the 4 court cases around the country Trump is facing, his age, and a range of any number of unexpected things that could happen between now and November. I think Haley might stay in the race in case something like a criminal conviction happens, a kind of deus ex machina for the primary that changes the story without her having to really go after and fight Trump. The truth is he has a lot of potential weaknesses as a potential candidate, no matter how slim the potential for him to actually be sent to prison before November is. Maybe she's trying to position herself as a natural alternative should one of those things happen. It's an interesting thought from Monica Potts. Hey, thanks so much to Jerry Kovacs for your support. Thank you, Jerry Kovacs. But what happened here? Oh no, that's the video. Hold on, wait a second. What am I showing you? There's something with the camera here. We're seeing. I want to get this full screen. I'm going to make a quick adjustment here so I can try to get this full screen for you. It's a little funky. Wait, it is right here, right now. Is it here? Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Sorry. I was like, why is it not taking up the whole screen? There, I fixed it. Again, we are waiting for Nikki Haley to speak. Will Trump speak? You already missed Trump. D-Rock Flex, you missed Trump. We showed him. He spoke for like 20 minutes or something, or more. If you missed Trump's speech, rewind the broadcast. Trump spoke like 7 minutes after the polls closed at 7 o'clock, and the AP called it right away. And then I think by 7:07, Trump was on the podium speaking. So we'll turn on, once she starts speaking, we'll turn on the audio. I can't play the music there. But we're waiting for her to come out and speak. I mean, this is different because the primaries we've covered, it took a while. I think both of the ones we covered. Iowa in New Hampshire, I believe, like we were on for a while before anyone spoke. Trump was speaking 7 minutes after the polls closed. %14 of votes in now. Al Bessan thinks Nikki Haley is speaking in 10 minutes. I don't know that that's true. It could be true. I'll see if I get any updates here. Let me know what you think. Emily Brooks says this looks like the Trump stage. Dawn Baca thinks she wants to go out on stage before she is down by over 20. Lisa Desjardins, who is with PBS, she says 3 counties in South Carolina, 3 counties are majority Haley so far. 2 in the Low Country, Georgia and Charleston, and Richland in the Midlands. 2 of these 3 counties went for Biden in 2020. We are waiting for Nikki Haley to speak. Norman, I missed Norman's prediction. Norman had said, he had predicted, our viewer Norman Zolkos thought that Haley voters would be more motivated than the Trump voters who thought that Trump was going to win by a lot anyway. Norman thought it was going to be 55% Trump, 45% Haley. Thanks, Norman. Sorry, I missed that before. It certainly looks like it's going to be more than that right now. The New York Times right now is currently predicting on the numbers they're seeing that Trump will win by 22%. Like around 61-39 or something. But we'll see. We'll see. That can change, you know. Haley's going to be speaking soon. Our viewer Aurora Borschialis writes in and says, if AP had called the race for Nikki as quickly as they did for Trump, Trump would be having an absolute fit about voter fraud and rigged elections. That was our viewer, Aurora Borschialis. G. Elliott Morris, who's a director of data analytics with ABC 538, says, Trump is currently leading by at least 10 points in every South Carolina congressional district, meaning it's likely that Nikki Haley wins 0 out of 50 delegates tonight in her home state, Sheesh. "19 minutes ago, Nate Cohn with the New York Times said, Trump leads Haley by about 10 points, but almost all of the vote that has been counted is either early or absentee votes, like mailed-in votes. Historically, Trump has done much better among voters who cast ballots on election day. So that is a reason to think, you know, one of our viewers had asked, that's a reason to think he's going to, you know, his lead's going to expand. One of our viewers had asked before, like, how can they make a call so early? You know, another thing is, if you see the early vote totals, it's safe to assume that the later vote totals today are going to be worse for Haley than the early vote totals.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Bebop and Rock City. Wow, that's nice of you. He says, I've never seen so many people this excited for a 20-point loss in my life. It's wild. You have to ask yourself why they enjoy this sort of humiliation. Bring on the rematch. Heal the country, Bebop and Rock City says. Do you think it'll heal the country, this rematch?
Yes.
Bebop and Rock City. Hey, thanks, Bebop and Rock City. I really appreciate it. So, as I've been saying, any moment now, Nikki Haley's going to speak. We are waiting. But, you know, Bebop was struck by how, like, positive people were there. I saw a reporter, Igor Bobik, posted something similar.
Igor
Bobik, who's a reporter at HuffPost, said, judging by the mood at Haley's party, you'd think she was up by 20 points right now instead of being down 20. And he's now down 13 or whatever.
I'm going to call it. All right, let me go ahead and get out of here. I'll go ahead. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's 7 o'clock here. 7 o'clock Central. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it. Ladies and gentlemen, the nominee for the President of the United States will be Donald John Trump. Nikki Haley needs to drop out. If she stays in, now, okay, here's the thing. If she stays in into Super Tuesday and gets embarrassed, she is not. She's going to be an embarrassment. She needs to get out now because if she wants to win it, if she wants to run in 2028, she needs to get out now. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing for a woman that said in the beginning that she was not going to run against Trump, and now she is. Now, yeah. I'm going to predict this. I'm going to predict this. Yes, you hear it from the Z Show. There will never, ever be a woman president. Period. In the story. I gotta get out of here, but if you're watching this replay, Donald Trump wins South Carolina. Nikki Haley is an idiot. She wants to stay in. She's an idiot. just like Liz Cheney, part 2. If she loses, she's gonna turn Democrat. All right, gotta go.